We are getting started on the mat. Again, one more time, if you haven't heard me, for the ones in the back, people in the back. Props that you need today or can use today, if you have them, is a small ball, a light set of weights, and a resistance band. I'm going to come to the mat. We will start seated on the mat. I always have my slippers on in the mornings and my sticky socks that are fuzzy. I'm telling you, in the winter, these things are fucking genius. Okay, guys, we are starting seated on the mat. Start with your legs out in front of you. Nice and long here. And we'll start by taking 3 deep breaths. Hands can either come into your lap or down by your side. We'll start by taking 3 deep breaths, finding that initial connection to the body as we connect to the breath. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and out through the mouth to feel that physical and hear the physical breath. Breathing out. One more, breathing in. And as you breathe out, I want you to think of the belly button pulling in deeper towards the spine. Think of the ribs hugging around the belly. It's almost like everything is trying to corset around the belly, even those ribs, to keep everything super stable here. We're going to carry that connection out through class today. Reach the arms in front of you. Palms are facing each other. Roll the shoulders down the back, bringing space between the shoulders and the ears, taking a breath in. As you breathe out, deeper connection to the belly, belly button pulls into the spine. Start to curl back just a few inches to round out through your spine. This is really small here. Then slowly nod your chin to chest. Little lift. When I say nod chin to chest, that's more of a connection to round out through your back rather than actually bringing that chin down. So again, little curl back, rounding out through your spine, just starting to find that connection to your core. And lift back up. We're here for 3. Breathing in as you lower. Breathing out as you lift. Finding the connection to the low belly. Pulling the belly button in, rounding out, starting from that tailbone. One more here. A little round through the back. Shoulders stay away from the ears. And press back up. From here, staying nice and tall. Left arm opens out wide. Open up to that left side. Take that stretch. Really try to open up through your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull that palm back. Open up that right arm, opening up the chest to the right. Breathing in. Breathe out. Bring it back. Starting to connect deeper to the core in this exercise. So open up the chest and feel the stretch. Try not to let that left hip rotate with you. Keep it square. Use your core to bring that palm back, opening up to that right side. 3 to each side. Finding that flexibility of the spine here, starting to connect with the mobility of the back this morning. Keeping those sits bones pressing down into the mat. Keeping the hips nice and square as we start to open up that back. One more to each side. Beautiful. Again, roll the shoulders down the back, create some space there. From here, bend the knees and bring the feet planting down into the mat. Maybe scoot the booty a tiny bit closer towards those heels. Taking a breath in. As you breathe out, round out deeper through the spine. Start to peel back again. Curling back for 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. See if you can reach 2 inches forward, 2 inches back. Deepening the connection of belly button into spine. Almost as if those fingertips are just reaching forward 2 inches and we're pulling the ribs back 2 inches towards the back of the mat. Breathing in and out for 10. Pressing into the heels. You can always bring that little ball behind the back if we need some more help. Finding that control, starting to feel that full connection, upper, middle, and lower part of the core here. For 3, 2, and a 1. Come all the way back up tall. Shoulders over hips. Good, you guys. Hands come around the shins. I want you to scoot again the booty a little bit closer towards the heels. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, round out, keeping your hands around the shins. You'll start to pull and feel the stretch through the shoulders. Feel that stretch. Pull the belly button back to the spine as much as you can. Breathing in, breathe out, lift back up. 2 more like this. Breathing in, round out, pulling and pressing into the shins, feeling that pull in the shoulders, down through the head, neck, and shoulders, rounding out through the belly. Should feel like a nice stretch. 1 more here. Rounding out. Finding that deep C curve. This is also a great way to help you find your C curve without having that added tension with the arms lifted. Round out. Even through those arms. Feel that stretch through the head, neck, and shoulders. And then lift back up. Beautiful. If you have a ball, grab your ball and bring it in between your knees. Start to squeeze the inner thighs. Deep connection to the inner thighs here. Arms come forward, drawing the shoulders down the back. Ball is squeezed from the inner thighs. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Start to curl back. Come back about halfway here where we can hold this position. Squeezing into the ball with the inner thighs. Shoulders are pressing away from the ears. Tailbone is tucked under. Breathe in, open the arms out wide to a T. Keep the shoulder blades squeezing together. Keep the tailbone tucked under. Breathe out, pull the hands back together. Breathe in and open the arms to a T. Breathe out, belly button into spine. For 5, finding that deeper connection as the hands come back towards the ball. Squeezing the shoulder blades as the arms come out to a T. We're starting to find flexibility of the spine here. For 3. Breathing in. Breathe out, pull the hands back together, and again, go back 2 inches, curl up 2 inches. Back 2 inches, squeeze into that ball. Deep tuck of that tailbone. We're curling back a bit further here. If we're feeling super challenged in the core right now, curl up a little bit higher, right? I just posted yesterday about modifications. Modifications are your best friend. That's how you build up strength. That's how we build up to the advanced repertoire, one tiny step at a time. For 3, 2, and a 1. Come all the way up. Beautiful. Find that connection to the obliques now. So hands are coming together to a prayer position. Press the palms together. Hands can come right in between the chests. Elbows are out wide. Squeeze into the ball. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, round up through the belly. Find that C curve with your spine. So you're creating a C with the back. Rotating right and left. Keep your hips nice and heavy and square. Only rotate from the core. Keep even those elbows tapped into your chest. So we're not using the arms to rotate. Again, it's just coming from that connection to the core, from the connection to the obliques. You're here for 8 and 8. Squeeze into that ball with the inner thighs. Try to keep the hips nice and heavy here. For 4, 2, and 1. Come to center and come up. Beautiful. Arms come in front of you nice and long, palms face each other. Take a breath in, squeeze into that ball. As you breathe out, you're curling all the way down to the head, neck, and shoulders. Arms come up, stacked right above. I'm going to scoot down for you guys. Arms stacked right above the shoulders. We'll turn the palms to face the front of the mat or to face away from you. Take a big breath in here. As you breathe out, you'll see that there's naturally a little gap between your middle of your back and the mat. As you press your palms down, take a breath out and feel that gap start to press down into the mat. Feel the belly button pull into the spine. Keep that connection so the back is glued to the mat, but arms come back up nice and tall. Again, press the palms down, deepen the connection, belly button down to spine. For 4, breathing in as the arms lift. Breathe out, press them down. Feel the ribs hug around the belly here. Squeeze the ball with the inner thighs. One more here. Arms lift. Wrists are stacked right above shoulders. We'll add an upper ab crunch. As you press the palms down to the hips, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, peeling them off of the mat. Shoulders are still drawing down the back. Belly button is still drawing into the spine. Reaching the arms back up, take a breath out. Breathing in, breathe out, press the palms down, find that upper ab crunch, hold. Ribs hug around the belly, see if you can curl up a tiny bit higher. Squeeze into that ball with the inner thighs. Arms come up, the head comes down. Press palms down, breathe out, lift. 2 more like this. Press palms down, find that upper ab crunch, squeeze into that ball. 1 more here, press palms down. Curl up, upper ab crunch, holds. Can we squeeze that ball and pull the legs into a tabletop position? In tabletop, knees are stacked directly over the hip bones. Ankles are parallel to your knees. We could rest a book on top of the shins. Squeezing deeper into the ball with the inner thighs. Keep this position, reach the arms up, biceps to ears. Breathe in, breathe out, press the palms down. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out, press the palms down. For 5. Keeping everything else completely still like a statue. Keeping the middle of the back glued down to the mat. Just 2 more here. If you feel a big strain in your neck when you find a crunch, you want to think of looking up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Arms come up, feet come down, head comes down. Right? So that you're not straining your neck, or almost like you have a little golf ball tucked between your chin and your chest. Arms come back up nice and tall. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, press the palms down, find your upper ab crunch again, bring the legs back to a tabletop position here. Extend the legs and breathe in. Legs don't have to extend 100%, but if we can, squeeze into that ball as you extend. Pull the legs back to a tabletop position, staying in that upper ab crunch. Extend, breathe in. Breathe out, pull it back. Extend and squeeze. Bend and bring it back. For 5. Lengthening along through the arms, through the fingertips. Keeping the low back glued to the mat as the legs extend. 2 more here. Trying not to feel that strain through the neck. Last one. Extend the legs and hold. Squeeze into the ball. We start to pump the arms, little pumps up and down. Breathing in and breathing out. If you need to bring the legs to a tabletop position, do what's available to you. Keep your form. Form is what challenges you. If you're not doing the exercise correctly, we are wasting time. I want you to squeeze that ball. Feel the middle of the back. Press into the mat. If we need to bring head, neck, and shoulders down, do that. That's totally fine. We're still going to work that low core. Breathing in and out. 1 more. We got it. As you breathe out, hands come around shins, lower down through the head, neck, and shoulders. Beautiful, guys. And again, modifications are there for you so that you can go one step at a time, build up to adding on, and then before you know it, you're in that advanced repertoire. You're doing things and finding strength that you didn't know that you had. Truly, it makes all the difference. So start small and build up to it as you go. Hands stay around your shins. Elbows come out wide. Squeeze that ball and curl up into a ball shape here. Extend the legs. Breathe in. As we do that, the arms will extend back, biceps to ears. Circle the arms, pull the knees deeper into the chest, squeeze into that ball as tight as you can. Extend, breathe in, breathe out, circle and pull. For 6. Legs don't have to straighten all the way. If we need to keep those arms close, you don't have to bring the arms back. For 4. The more that you can squeeze into the ball and connect to the inner thighs, the more that you will keep your proper form. The inner thighs play a role in keeping that form. 2 more. Breathing in. Last one. Lower down through the head, neck, and shoulders. Beautiful. Bring the ball up towards the ankles and lift the legs up towards the ceiling. Palms will come up right above the shoulders. Now, this is our add-on, having those arms lifted. So now that we're getting some low core, if this is feeling unstable, if the back moves a lot, bring your arms down and press into your palms. Feel that deeper connection so that we have a little bit of help here. If not, we're keeping wrists stacked directly above shoulders. Squeeze into the ball. Take a breath in. As you breathe in, the legs will start to lower. No arching of the back, especially the low back. Breathing out, the legs lift back up to 90. Squeeze that ball. Breathe in and lower. Breathe out and lift. For 6. Range of motion can be as big or small as your body needs so that you can challenge yourself but keep your form. Especially with those arms lifted, it can be pretty challenging, so keep the range of motion small to start. 3 more here. Breathing in and out. Try to not use the hip flexors. I know that they can take over, especially when it feels super challenging. We want to strengthen the hip flexors, but we have different exercises that we'll use to do that. Just one more, guys. You got it. Keep that low back glued to the mat. Squeeze those inner thighs. Breathe in and lower. Breathe out and lift. Beautiful. Arms can press down by your side. Keep the palms down here. Bend the knees. Find a tabletop position. Now keep squeezing into that ball. Breathe in. Extend the legs. Keep the palms down. Breathe out. Pull it back. So now we're just focusing on that low core. Palms stay down. Head, neck, and shoulders are down. Breathe in. Extend. Breathe out. Bring it back to tabletop. Keeping the middle and low back glued down into that mat. Deep squeeze of the inner thighs. For 4, breathing in and out. We've worked the upper core. We've worked the middle of the core. Now we're getting that low core connection. 2 more. Breathing in. Last one here. Knees can come all the way into the chest. Good job, guys. That ball can come down next to you. Bring your arms up nice and tall. Bring the legs back to tabletop. We have one more oblique exercise, and then we'll get off of our backs and we'll move on. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, press the palms down. Find that upper ab crunch. Hold. Extend the right leg. Pause. Start to lift the right leg up towards the sky. Lower the leg. You'll breathe in as that right leg lowers. Breathe out as the leg lifts. If we need a little more assistance here, you can pull that left knee into the chest and have hands coming around that left knee, right? But if we're feeling stable, keep that tabletop position, keep those fingers reaching long, and lower lift that leg. For 4, breathing in and out. and out. 2 more here. We got it. Breathing in. Keep middle of the back glute down. Shoulders away from the ears. Last one here. Lower that right leg. Pull it back to tabletop. Left leg extends. Breathe in. Breathe out as it lifts back up to the sky. Breathing in. As you lower, find that control. We always want to find that breath and movement synchronicity. So you're constantly thinking, how can I sync my breath to my movement? You want your breath to guide your movement. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more here. Breathing out, pull the leg back to tabletop. Hands can come around the shins. Give yourself a nice hug here. Really pull those knees in towards the chest, maybe rolling to one side, rolling to the other side. We'll take one little stretch while we're on our backs. So bring your legs to a tabletop position. Bring your arms out wide. Just let those palms come down. You want knees stacked right over the hips. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, let your knees fall to the left. Look over to that right palm. If you keep the knees stacked on top of each other, you should feel a really good stretch through the low back. Maybe you'll even get a little crack of the back. It's early in the morning. Our bodies are just waking up, starting to warm up and feel connected. So it should feel nice. Take a big breath in and out here. Stacking the knees back up over your hips. And then slowly the knees will fall to the right. Look over to that left side. Same thing, enjoying that stretch through the low back. Big breath in and out here. And then come back to center. Hands can come around the shins one more time. And then we'll take a little curl up and we will move on. I want you guys to grab one of your resistance bands if you have one. You want to grab not your heaviest resistance band, somewhere in the middle to lighter area of your band. I only have an extra light and a heavy. Oh, and a light. So I'm going to use my light band. It's like right in the middle in terms of resistance. This band is going to go around your left leg. Then you'll come down onto your knees and you will bring the band around the arch of your right foot. So it might take you a second to get into it, but once we're there, it will feel nice and uncomfortable. I want you to bring the palms right under your shoulders. So now I have that band kind of around that left knee and down onto the mat. So I have some good resistance here and I'm pressing the band into the arch of my right foot. Again, making sure that your shoulders always stay stacked right above your wrists and hips stay stacked right above your knees. From here, we'll pull that right knee in towards your chest. Press and extend that leg back. Pull the knee in towards the chest. Breathe out, extend and press into the heel. Breathing in as you round and pull the knee in. Breathe out to extend and press into the back of the leg. My hip just cracked. Means we're doing something right. Breathing out and in. One of the biggest things I find is a lot of us tend to sit onto our left side or shift all of our weight onto that left side. I want you to try and have both of those palms with even weight. Feel that pressure in that right palm. Put some weight into that right side. You're here for 6. Extend and bend. Breathing out and in for 4. Pressing up and away from the wrists and from the shoulders. Trying not to sink into that left hip for 3. Here's 2. One more, press and extend it back and hold here. Sweep that leg up 2 inches, down 2 inches, up 2 inches, down 2 inches. Trying to keep the hips nice and square, trying to shift some of that weight onto that right side for 5, 4, 3. Press into the base of the booty. I know that back of the leg's starting to burn. Last one, press it up and hold. Now, bend that knee. Think of heel coming up towards the sky. I want you to pull the knee back in towards the chest. Press that heel back up towards the ceiling. Constantly keeping a bend in the knee, focusing on almost it's like that L shape with the leg. For 8. Breathing in and out. Pressed into that base of the booty. Feel that connection to the back of the leg. Hamstring is working. Try not to let the chest sink down. Pull the belly button up as you press that heel back. For 4. Here's 2. One more, press it up and hold. Pulse it up for 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull that knee into the chest. Nice, guys. Bring your left forearm down onto the mat. So you're opening up your right hip a little bit. I will be facing away from you for a moment. Reaching your right leg back again. So now we have that support a little more of that left side. You can shift more onto your left side here. Pull belly button up to the spine and create some space here. Reach that right leg up. Tap it all the way down to the mat. Press that leg up. Tap it down to the mat. Pulling belly button up towards the spine. Squeezing that glute, trying not to sink down into that left side. Lift up out of that left shoulder and forearm. For 5. Breathing out. Here's 3. For 2. Getting that outer glute now. Last one, lift the leg and hold. Pulse it up for 8. For 4, 3, 2, hold the leg up, pause. Sweep the leg out to the right side. Sweep that leg back to center. You'll have a little help from the band to bring the leg home. Control the leg the whole time. Use your breath to guide the movement. Breathing in and breathe out. For 4, we got it. Breathe in and out. Press against that band. 2 more. We can do anything for 2. Press into those palms. Last one. Breathing in. Breathe out. Sweep it back. Pause. Bring that left palm back to the mat. Finish with some tricep push-ups here. We can do it. Bend the elbows. Think ribs are hugging into the biceps. Biceps are shaving those ribs. For 6. Keep that weight on that right side. You got it. Last 4, belly button into spine. Try not to let that chest sink down. Last 2. Last one, you got it. Come on up. Pull that knee into the chest. Whew. Good job, guys. We're going to switch the band. So you're bringing the band around the arch of the right foot now, coming around. Arch of the left foot now, coming around that right leg. Okay? Press into the base of that left foot. Band is coming around that right knee, down onto the mat. And we'll go right to that other side. Let's do it. Breathing in, pull that knee in towards the chest. Breathe out and extend. Breathe in to bend. Breathe out to extend. Keeping the hips nice and square. Rounding out a little through that tailbone as the knee comes into the chest, extending back but not letting the chest sink down. Use your breath to guide that movement, breathing out and in for 6. Press into the base of the booty, feel the back of the leg and the glutes start to connect deeper. For 3. Hips are square. Press out of the shoulders. Extend the leg, hold, pulse it up for 8, 7. Pressing into the base of the glute a little deeper. Feel that connection, hamstring to glute. for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Flex the foot. Pull the heel back. Now draw the knee all the way in. Breathe out and press it up. Keeping the knee bent, making that L shape. Breathing in. This side's mad at me. And a little bit stronger. You're here for 6. Breathing in and out. 4. Keep that good L. Really try to flex and press into that heel. 2 more. Last one, we pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 4. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Extend that leg out. Come onto that right forearm. We start to pull the leg up and down. God, my British father. That'll happen to me sometimes. I did teach a class the other day, and I had 2 girls who had lived in Europe ask me after class if I'd ever lived in Europe because my voice was so fucking crazy. I have a Spanish, Dominican mom, and a European dad, so it's quite the combination. I'm just trying to distract from this pain. We're here for 3. You got it. For 2. 1 more, lift it up and hold. Sweep it out to that left side. Breathe in. You can do it. Breathe out. Sweep it back. Press up out of that right side. Press up out of that right forearm. Put some weight into that left palm. We're here for 4. Breathe in. Sweep it home. Control that leg. Last 2. You got it. Last one here. Breathing in. And breathe it out. Come back up. Almost done with this series. Find those tricep push-ups to finish off for 6. Pull the biceps into the ribs. Don't let that chest arch. 3. You got it. 2. Last one. Come on up. Pull that knee into your chest. Oh my God. And then let's get rid of that band. We hate the band so much. Okay. If you need a little sip of water, grab a little sip of water. We are going to grab your weights. I'm grabbing my 3-pound weights, and let's get into a little bit of upper body work. I'm out of breath, you guys. It's almost as if this was hard, right? Like, what a thought, what a concept. I'm gonna face you guys. Whew. You're staying kneeling. If we want to change it up a little bit or make it a little bit more challenging, you could bring your left foot down so that you're only pressing up off of one knee, and that sometimes can feel a little bit more challenging. You can feel it in the glute a little bit more. So there's options. This is option 1. Option 2 is to just be on both the knees. Option 3 is to sit back down on the heels if that feels better. Okay, I have my left foot forward, turning my palms to face forward, pulling the belly button into the spine, breathing out, and straightening the arms in front of me. Slowly bringing the arms back down. Being lifted through the crown of the head. Only a tiny bend in the elbows, finding total control here. Breathing out and breathing in. Pulling the belly button deeper to the spine as I lift the arms. Really controlling as I lower. Keep those hips nice and square. Breathing in to lower. We're here for 6. If you feel pain in the knee, double up your mat. Maybe fold up the mat even a few times over, since you don't need very much of it for this series. Find what makes you more comfortable, because having pain in that knee is not going to help anything. It's only going to make the exercise harder. For 3. Keeping that little bend protects the elbows. If you have to do this with locked arms, maybe go a little lighter with that weight. That's a good indication that we're overdoing it a little bit. Last one, straighten the arms and hold. Now slide the elbows back. Think again, biceps shaving the ribs. Extend the arms. Slide it back and breathe out. Belly button pulls deeper into the spine when the arms extend. You want to feel that connection. Ribs hug around the belly as you exert that energy. Here for 8. Shoulders are constantly pulling away from the ears, finding space between the ears and the shoulders. For 4. 3, lifting up out of that left hip. Try not to sink down into that left side. 1 more, straighten the arms and hold. Open the arms out to a T, squeezing the shoulder blades without arching the back. Draw those palms back together, keeping the palms looking up. Breathing in, breathe out. If you want to do this with a 5-pound weight, you can do this with a 5-pound weight. If you want to do this with a 10-pound weight, you could do this with a 10-pound weight. If you want to do this without any weight at all, you can do that. Find what works for your body, challenge your body, but keep your form. It's my mantra of 2026. That's how we improve. That's how we gain overall strength without having to backpedal that progress. Breathing in and out. 2 more. Find that control. Last one, arms open out wide. Pull the elbows in towards the ribs. Extend the arms out. Pull elbows in towards the ribs. Extend the arms out. For 8. Lift up out of that right hip. Lift up through the call. Lift up through the crown of the head. Breathing out. Breathing in. For 4. Breath guides the movement. Last 2. 1 more. Extend the arms out. Hold. Bicep curl. Breathing in and out. I lie out and in. For 8. Belly button pulls into spine. Ribs hug around the belly. For 4. Last 2. Last one. Arms come down by your side. Now, if you're on both those knees, come up and bring that left foot forward so we're all here in the same position. I want you to bring your palms down for a second so we can flex that foot, right foot. Lift your right knee slightly off of that mat. So we're trying to hold this little elevated position here with a slight lift of the knee. If this isn't available to you, just keep that knee down. Take a slight shift forward towards that left foot, have palms facing back. So if I'm here, I'm taking that little lift, shift it forward, but pull the chest away from the quad. Have that bend in the knee, start to press those palms back. Slowly the arms come back down. Nice long spine here. Keeping a little bend in both those knees, pressing the palms back, connecting to the triceps. For 8. Breathing out as the palms press back. Belly button's pulling into the spine, away from that left quad. For 4. 2 more. Last one. Hands come down, knee can come down. Switch the legs. Final little stretch here, guys. So we're going to do 1 or 2 different exercises with the arms, and then we'll finish out with those triceps again, and we'll take some good stretches here. So arms open out, squeeze the shoulder blades, belly button pulls into the spine, arms come together, arms pull apart. Breathe in as the hands come together. Breathe out as they pull apart. Breathing in and out. Belly button's pulling into the spine the whole time here. For 8. Press through that left hip flexor. Try to lift up through both of those hips. 3 more. Last one. Bring the hands together. Pause. Little pulses up. 8, 7, 3, 2, and 1. Open the arms. Turn the palms up and down. 7, 6. Almost there. Final stretch. For 3, 2, and 1. Arms come down. Oh, I need to remember to breathe. If your ears are ever plugged, that's your body telling you that you are not breathing. It happens to me often when teaching because, we wear all the hats. Final stretch here, guys, and then we'll take some good stretches. Flex that left foot. Hands can come down. Lift that left knee off of the mat if that's available to you. Lifting up away from that right quad. Have palms facing each other. Shift that weight forward a little bit. Pull the belly button to the spine. Press the palms back. Lower the arms back down. Press palms back and lower down. For 10. Pressing into that right heel. Pressing into the left toes. Keeping that right knee stacked above that right ankle. For 5. Shoulders away from ears. 3, 2, press it back. Hold it, pulse it up. 8, 7. Last stretch here. For 4, 3, finish strong. 2, and 1. Good job, you guys. All right, come down onto both the knees. Weights can come down by your side. Let's take a nice stretch through those hip flexors. So again, if your knees are uncomfortable, you can fold up the mat a little bit and then bringing that left foot forward. Let your right leg shift back. You can choose to either use the ball to help you or just bringing that left palm over the knee. Open up your chest a bit here. We're trying to stretch through that right hip flexor. Right arm can come up and hold here. Hips are nice and square. It feels so good to move early in the morning. It always starts off your day the best way. And while there's definitely something that's super cathartic about exercising at night after you've had a full day of life happening to you and your brain and your body, like there's something so cathartic about getting all of that energy out. But in the mornings, opening up your body in the right way and starting with movement like this that's so good for your body, it really sets you up, even for the week. Bring that palm down, shift your weight back, flex that left foot, find that stretch through the back of the left leg. I find that opening up my chest and arching my back is what really allows that deeper connection to the back of my left leg. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. So I came out with a piece yesterday about modifications. And if you guys are ever in an exercise or workout class, even like a private session, you should just ask your instructor. But whenever you're in a class and you don't feel like you're doing the exercise correctly and you don't have anyone to help you, try and slow it down, connect to your breath, Modify the movement, see how you can make it a little bit more manageable for your body where you can keep your form and you feel strong doing it. Once you feel super strong in the exercise and you can connect to your breath, that's when we can start to add on. And that's how you'll see real progress and you'll keep yourself from getting injured. Pull this left leg back. We'll go to that right side. Right foot comes forward, press the hips forward, open up through your chest. Reach that left arm up, pressing that left hip forward towards the front of your mat. And again, thinking about trying to keep that left hip pressing down rather than opening up through that left side. Keeping right knee stacked on top of the ankle. We'll take 4 or 5 deep breaths here, really sinking deeper into that stretch. And you would be really surprised how much your breath can control the stretching that you're doing. If you breathe out and sink deeper into the stretch with your breath every time, you will gain mobility and flexibility if you're consistent and are stretching constantly. Reach up and over to that right side to deepen that stretch. Big breath in and out here. Then shift that weight back. Flex the right foot and then open up the chest a bit more so you can get the stretch all the way from the heel down to the base of the booty. Almost arching that back here. And again, you can always use the ball or if you have a block or something to help you hold the stretch. We'll take 4 deep breaths here. One more. Beautiful, guys. And then bring both those knees down. Knees can come out just as wide as the mat. Sit your hips back to the heels. If you have the ball, bringing the ball underneath the palms. And then just start to sink that chest down. We'll take 3 deep breaths here to finish out class. And I want you to use these 3 breaths as a moment to check in with your body one more time, to feel grateful for your body being healthy and moving you through class, starting your week off the right way, moving in a way that feels intentional and good to you and your body. We are all here together, moving together, and I find that there is a true power in that. So using these breaths, if there's any energy that you want to bring into your week, even into your year, using these breaths. One more here. Beautiful, guys. Good job today. We worked hard today. What a good way to start. Look at my hair, everything's crazy. Look at my pits, everything's working, everything's sweating, everything's working, everything's going. Good job today, you guys. Started off the week the right way. You are so welcome. I hope that you guys have a wonderful week this week. I also do my lives on Thursday evening at 6:30 p.m. So if you want an evening workout later this week, you can join me again on Thursday at 6:30. If there's anything that you guys ever need from me or have questions, especially modifications and all that, shoot me a message either here or on Instagram, and I'm happy to help you guys out with that. I will see you guys soon. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Thanks, guys. Remember to check out my posts too if you want to do a few more workouts this week with me. I have lots of posts up there, workouts, and I have lots of written stuff about long-term exercise, goals, modifications, transforming your relationship to exercise. Truly, they're all short little pieces and they have transformed my relationship with Pilates and exercise. It's very life-changing, really, truly. So I hope you guys have a great day and I'll see you guys soon.